thought Mike was a great speaker. He has a lot of energy and enthusiasm in the way that he presents his material.
Now, I've spent some time looking into this because I've been hearing people talk about the fact that this decline that we've been in is the worst since the Great Depression. I'm not going to go back and spend time looking into that. I'm going to look at where are we headed. And there's something interesting that I stumbled into recently. And this is the part, if you get one message that you want to take back to your office, every economic decline that we have been in since they've been measuring these, you had an economic increase. Every single one that went down came back up.
The 7 top reasons that released the peak performance in the top producers, and that the top performers wanted to be involved in an environment that allowed for risk. Top performers want environments where they can take risks and take chances.
I know that are the 3 most dangerous words in the English language.
I liked his emphasis on music.
Stand up. Feel the rhythm.
It was a very fun presentation. I recommend him to anyone who's looking for a great speaker.
He was fantastic.
What we want to do is we want to get to what's called the circle of influence. We want to be, if you have a prospect or client you're working with, you want to be part of their circle of influence. Now, what I mean by that is you want to be their go-to person, that if they've got something they're trying to deal with, that you're the one who's going to be the resource that they're going to rely on to help steer them.
This has been the best forum that I've come to this entire experience so far. Been the best one.
A great way to actually get to know somebody is to ask for their help and their guidance. And I think that we try to impress people, as we were saying before, but not coming across ignorant. We try to impress people by sharing with them what we know. And you know something interesting? Is psychologists have shown that the more that you tell me about you, the more connected you are to me, not the other way around.
Great. It was a fantastic session. I'm really glad to have taken part.
Here's the problem that I have. If I sell the fact that I've been in business for 30 years, does that position me as a shortcut to their problem? I don't think so. Right? It's not enough. I have to take it to another level. I have to go in and talk about, in the 30 years of experience, what have I done, what have I built that gives the message that I can get your problem solved faster than my competition. The 30 years doesn't do it. That's level 1.
Paul went to work for my client with that amazing background and that amazing talent, and 90 days later was terminated. The reason why is because Paul did not do the things necessary to connect with his new employer.
If you don't have that personal time over here, that personal interaction, all the texting and emailing in the world is not going to get you very far. Write a note, okay? We'll talk about email in a second. It's a lost art.
The other part that I really enjoyed also was the personal stories that he attached to it in the beginning. At the end, I thought was very good. Inspirational.
The day before I left, I got a stack of mail, and in it were bills and some magazines and stuff. And in between all that stuff, there were 3 little personal note cards. What did I open first? Those 3 little note cards. Now, again, last week when I was speaking, there was a lady in the room who said, I opened my bills first. I'm sick. I don't know. But that was her approach. We have to watch out, though. Email by itself does not allow us to connect with the people we're interacting with. Email allows us to be in contact with the people that we're interacting with. And there's a difference in the two. You see, if we don't look in the mirror as our first tool, and we don't step out of our comfort zone, we rob ourselves of the opportunity to grow, to learn, and to expand what our true capabilities are.
I think the biggest takeaway for me was we focus so much on the things that we want to do and things that we're not doing, but we should also be celebrating things that we are doing well. That's probably the biggest takeaway for me.